warm welcome to Bloodsport MMA. Today, with a prediction video.
You can call me Mystic Mike because I predict these things.
It's f***ing fight week, fellas. We have UFC 274 coming up. And before that, honorable mention, we have Bellator Paris on Friday, the day before. And I will attend there. I'm very, very glad to be there. I'm looking forward to that weekend, man. It will be an amazing fight weekend for all the fight fans. And with UFC 274, we have a card with many legends on it. Shogun Rua, Lawson against Cerrone, all those people. Also some nice up-and-comers, nice prospects, and 2 title fights. So it's a must-watch for every casual, and yeah. I don't even need to talk about the MMA fans, the real fans, because yeah, this is a can't miss for them. So I'm looking forward to that. I will predict the 3 main fights of the evening. We have Tony Ferguson against Michael Chandler. Tony Ferguson is one of my favorite fighters of all time. He's probably, in my opinion, the best fighter to never win a real championship. As most of you know, he was the interim lightweight champion on a 12-fight win streak. Like, he was on a 12-fight win streak or 11-fight win streak and wasn't even the real champ. That's a joke, man. That's just up by the UFC, because he should have been champion by then. He should have got the title fight before, but didn't happen. And he will fight Michael Chandler, who's currently on a 2-fight losing streak. But the losing streak isn't too bad. Chandler lost to the champ, Charles Oliveira, in a very crazy fight where he won the first round, nearly had Charles Oliveira out, and then lost in the second round. So he nearly beat the champ. And then against Gaethje in, yeah, as you all should know, fight of the century. It was just absolute madness, and I enjoyed every second of it. So Chandler's losing streak isn't a bad losing streak. So Chandler is still there, and he seems to get better and better. And he looks very, very fit, man. I don't know how old he is, somewhat 35 or whatever, but he looks like a 20-year-old guy in his prime, and he's so fit. And he's just also so fast in his fighting approach. Like he has such a high pace, that's what I meant. And I'm afraid that will be a problem for Ferguson, because Ferguson's losing streak is CT Island, first class ticket by Justin Gaethje.
This is CTE Island. Unfortunately.
Then got ripped his arm out by Charles Oliveira, and then got ripped his knee apart by Dariush. So his losing streak is not too good, and he's 38. He's 38 for a lightweight. That's not too young, to be honest, especially if you want to get better. And he didn't look too fit and too healthy in his last 3 fights. So that will be a hard one for him. My heart says Tony Ferguson wins this, I don't know, by a crazy elbow somewhere or a Darce choke. That would be very nice. And it's possible, of course. You can never count Tony out. But my brain says, unfortunately, even though I like Chandler too, but that Chandler wins this fight. It's possible that it will be a TKO, that the referee will step in like he did in the Gaethje fight. But my prediction, my official prediction, is Michael Iron Chandler by decision. I'm looking forward to that fight. I really hope that Tony Ferguson makes it out of that fight healthy. The next fight, Rose Namajunas against Carla Esparza. They fought before in, I think it was the Ultimate Fighter finale or something, and Carla got the better out of her. So this will be the rematch. Rose evolved a lot since then. She is working with Tara Whitman, the best coach in the world probably, and her striking is looking phenomenal. She's a good grappler, as we all know. Carla Esparza, on the other hand, is an amazing grappler. She does not have the best striking, but she is great grappling, great wrestling especially, and good power. She's very, I think her nickname is Cookie Monster, something like that. She's very, like, not chubby, but muscular. So that could be a problem for Rose. The wrestling part, it was in the first fight. But I think Rose is just on such a high level right now. Like Zhang Weili is, you saw against Joanna how good Zhang Weili is, and They had such an amazing fight. She knocked her out in the first one. The second one was a close decision. And I think Rose is just on that flow right now and working with women that she's just a beast, a beast. Although Rose never went on a higher winning streak than 3, and she's currently on a 3-5 winning streak. Every time she was there, she lost the next fight. So you never know, you never know. Carla Esparza, on the other hand, is on a 4 or 5 fight winning streak, even though there are 2 split decisions in there, but she's on a good streak. So it will be a close fight. But I predict that Rose Namajunas will... That's hard to say now, because if you know me, I'm a decision hater. I love predicting knockouts. I love it. And this fight could be a decision. But because I'm such a knockout or just finish fan, I predict that Rose Namajunas with the training and the striking of Whitman will KO Esparza in round 2. That's my official prediction. Rose Namajunas winner by knockout and still round 2. Then we have the main event of the evening, sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. No, joking, but Justin Gaethje will face the champ, Charles "Du Bronx" Oliveira. And this is a very interesting fight, because on one side you have the extremely powerful striker Justin Gaethje with good defensive wrestling, and on the other side you have the technique monster with beautiful technique and just top-notch grappling. Not wrestling, but grappling, jiu-jitsu, better said. So it will be a very interesting fight, and it could go in all possible directions. We saw Du Bronx against Poirier. Poirier is an amazing striker, and Charles got hit, but Charles also hurt Poirier. And that's the problem with Charles. I don't know if he fixed his eyesight by now, but it's stupid that it didn't. That's why he gets hit so much, like allegedly. He gets clipped in every fight. That's not good for your head, and it's also risky, because if Justin Gaethje clips you, hard to escape. But Charles Oliveira is always safe on the ground. I think he has an amazing advantage against Justin Gaethje on the ground. That's what I think is the key point there, because Charles Oliveira has probably better technique even in the striking, in my opinion. Like his knees and all, it's just beautiful technique. It's not with that crazy force like Justin Gaethje, and Gaethje also has the better, not fight IQ, because Gaethje does some stupid decisions, but he times his shots better, his striking shots. But Charles has better technique, in my opinion, or more beautiful technique, let's say it like that. So the striking is very even at the end of the day. Charles also has power. I mean, like, Charles finished Chandler. Gaethje didn't manage to finish Chandler. You see the difference? So you can't say that Gaethje has a superior advantage in the striking, or a superior advantage in the power even. But Charles Oliveira, it's safe to say, in my opinion, that Charles Oliveira has superior advantage on the ground. Not getting to the ground, because Gaethje has amazing wrestling, but you saw what Khabib played with Gaethje on the ground. Like, with all due respect, Gaethje looked like a white belt against Khabib. That's also what Nate Diaz said. And it's hard to say, but Oliveira has, in my opinion, the same dangerous grappling like Khabib. Khabib, of course, has better wrestling than Oliveira, but on the ground, Oliveira is the biggest submission threat that you can get. And in my opinion, that will be the key point in that fight that will decide that fight. And my prediction is, even though it could go both ways, definitely, I wouldn't be surprised. But my prediction is Oliveira by second round submission. Second round submission is my prediction. Maybe in the first round he gets clipped by Gaethje somehow and then manages to escape on the ground, whatever. And in the second round he gets into the ground or gets his back and chokes him out. So that's my prediction. We have Chandler by decision, Rose by knockout, and Oliveira by submission. So we have all 3 possible outcomes. and I'm very hyped to see how it really plays out. And also the fights before that I didn't predict right now, I predict them in my Twitch stream, so make sure to tune in on Saturday in my Twitch stream. I will do a prediction video there. And see you guys in the next video. Until then, make sure to eat your vegetables, stay healthy, and see you soon. Bye-bye. Bloodsport out.
Eat your vegetables.